So yeah, I don't know. In LA, it's a little like you can go to the fancy. You can go to Spago in jeans and flip flops if you want. They're like, we don't care.
Yeah.
You're paying the money. We'll give you the food.
Sure. Doesn't make your enjoyment of food any better.
Yeah.
I don't think. Anyways, I'm sorry if somebody here has a motto about having to wear jackets.
I mean, yeah, and you know, the restaurants are great. Yeah. Just make sure you wear a jacket.
I totally ignored you. Sorry.
Okay. I just wanted to say happy Proletariat as much as well to you.
Jawohl. Thank you.
And then I got next on Alionyshka.
You got next?
Yeah, it's totally got high
Which means we'll probably do this. Sorry.
They said maybe last year. You're expecting next year with
Yeah.
Can you tell me where babies come from?
As soon as I find out March, I'll tell you. I really have no idea.
The store.
We've all seen Dumbo. Store comes and their ears flop and they get out, they clean their butts and... I'll tell you in March after I find out. Or in January, whatever
Hey, you still trying to figure that out?
As soon as I figure it out. When I wake up...
Wait, you're what? You're doing what? We're having a...
How did that happen? And then I was gonna, when finally, I had a lot of fun getting the information out, and I wanted everybody to know first who was watching me as opposed to hearing somewhere else. And I was telling Jen that I was gonna make a joke of it. I was like, we can't take ourselves too seriously. I was like, I'm gonna tweet something like, I'm having a kid, according to Jen, it's a 25% chance that it's mine. And she was like, it's funny, but tell your friends, but don't tweet it, because like, my mom reads your tweets, your mom. I was like, oh yeah, okay, good idea. So we had to have fun another way. But I was like, who normal was so tall? So I'm still getting the hang of it, what I can say, what I can't. And then Misha crosses all boundaries, and so I'm like, oh, I guess I can say whatever. But then again, he's wacky.
Did Misha tell you about West's little accident in my backyard? I'll let him tell you. What? That's not my problem. It's not my story to tell. I just thought it's nothing big. It's just a little funny story.
Misha.
He's got plenty of funny stories. I'm sure he'll use this one eventually. Yeah, there we go. You have a question here.
Also, so I didn't tweet her, ask him about the story of West in my backyard too. I think I told you. Ask him about how West enjoys Jensen and Jared's backyards.
Yes. Hi.
Hey. As a nurse practitioner, 30-year medical student.
Yep, there's your nurse right there.
Practitioner. There's a difference.
Got it.
I have a question. I thought you guys had medics or whatever on set, or not medics, but people in positions or whatever. So why didn't they just do it?
He treated it. Mike? We have first aid on set.
Yeah, we have first aid. We have our craft service is also a registered nurse, and he's so. It's true. He is. It's true. Yeah, we don't utilize him in Jared's problems, but you know,
in the States, you have to have two different. You have to have first aid and craft service in Canada.
In Canada,
where all the Canadians live. Anyways, in Canada,
it's one of the
it's one union. It's called First Aid Craft Service.
Okay.
So.
Nurses usually don't too. So that's.
Oh, I see.
It's usually nurse practitioners or PAs or.
I see.
So
We don't have a physician on set unless it's an emergency. But
we do have. We'll have technical advisors and stuff for like the medical scenes, who will, you know, they'll hook everybody's IV up and make sure all the monitors are running properly and stuff when we have hospital scenes. But as far as like taking care of like the health of the actors and stuff, or the crew, we have one guy. He's got, you know, a full medical bag. Whenever we have big stunts, he comes in with his you know.
He's first aid trained.
Gauze and first aid and stuff.
all for different kinds of what they.
I would imagine.
Well, the union rules, they have to do both. You can't have whatever. So you have no choice with your first aid craft service.
He's actually a trauma paramedic.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Cliff, you had your chance.
And he's very good. He's
rad.
Yeah.
We'll have. Right.
Right.
We also have a doctor named Dr. Lim who does a lot of film sets, and he's a physician, so he'll come by.
Yeah, he'll come by. If it's something that needs medical attention, we'll have a guy come to set.
Actually, funny enough, one time he came by because I had a massive zit. Honest to God, I had a massive zit that was literally shadowing my. This is kind of embarrassing, but I'm.
Too late now.
Ask Misha to tell you after the fact. Yes.
Yeah. Shot at cortisone.
It was causing a shadow on my face.
I thought he was getting Botox, and I walked.
And then, well, we went to pop it, and it wouldn't pop. It was like a little nodule. Fabric skin.
Again, things that we deal with because we spend way.
See, that's the point. We just get used to, like, when you spend 14 hours or more a day with somebody, you're like, I don't have time to wait to say this. I'm just going to say it now.
So are you shooting your forehead?
There's no forehead shooting.
Then I screwed the other one.
Well, you have the perfect voice. I'm supposed to ask you about the metronome. Yes. Guy B. Guy B has.
Oh, I don't know. That's probably best left for the gag reel.
Oh, you know what? You are going to see on the guy reel.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll be there.
It's something that can't be explained. It's kind of a physical explanation.
It is.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
There's a question over here. Yes. Hi.
Me?
Yeah.
Jensen, are you and Danielle going to the Breeders' Cup again this year?
Don't plan on it.
Did you not enjoy yourself?
We did. It's just sometimes it's kind of one of those things where we're available and it's happening and we win, but it's not something we like,
You're not a
wanting
horse
to do.
racing fan?
Well, yeah, I mean I like it, but it's not. I'm not a big gambler, so I go to just kind of enjoy the races. But that was something that her agent was actually going and had like a box and stuff, and was like, hey, you guys ought to come. We were like, yeah, we're available. Let's go. So it was kind of one of those things.
I thought you were going to ask a much more exciting question. When I heard breeder, I was like, man, she's bold. I thought you were like, so are you and Danielle going to breed? Jensen, what about Danielle? Are you going to breed her? That's the question I had. Have you ever read, there are funny things you can look online where it's like, it's mind games. So it'll be a sentence and it'll say, isn't it funny when you realize that you didn't read the word that you were supposed to before the sentence, and then you go back and you actually read it slowly, and the wording is completely different. Like they switch letters around, so your brain hears what it wants to hear. That's also strange. But anyways, anybody else? Way in the back.
But they were pretty obviously fake, weren't they? And then they were kind of contained right into my butt cheek. Yes, I read that and I was like, but what?
The bees in the face. Was
yeah, the bees in the face on the left.
Was he excited that they were?
Was I excited that they were fake? That they were CG? And obviously, yes, I was very happy that
However, on the
had
flip
actual
side-
bees swarming around my face.
On the flip side, it's really, I mean, like, you can do a lot of acting stuff, and great actor or not, it's really difficult to act like there are bees in your face. I mean, you're like, it just looks weird.
Did you see it? Did you?
It looks good. I mean, I saw the very...
They actually had everyone spit one out.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, oh, that's cool. Clippy and I saw it up in Adams one, actually, before we came back to the concert. Just the end of it. But yeah, I saw that. Because he was just, so it's difficult. Luckily he did something, because otherwise you just stand there going...
Yeah, but yes, after season 1, Bugs, when we did actually have 60,000 bees with stingers in a room that was much about the size of the stage, I was
Did you
happy.
stung on the side?
I got stung just in the lower back and on the thigh. Yeah.
I stung on the butt. So.
Yeah.
Yep, got it. All right.
That was one of my most, like, I wish I had a camera. When they told us, they were like, okay, look, they're they're docile bees. Like they're not going to sting you unless you're aggressive towards them. So as long as you're
drone bees,
they're drone bees. They'll be fine. They won't harm you. And then you and I kind of look at each other like, when they say action, we're sweating, getting to freak out. And the bee wrangler just looked at us and goes, oh.
And then I love
And turned and walked away. We're like, what?
Also, everything's so perfectly fine. You know, they're drone bees, they don't get agitated. But then you do take one, they release.
I've got a flamethrower that I'm actually killing these bees with.
And they're vacuuming the bees to put them back into the place before they release them again. So it's like a really light vacuum. But they're getting pissed off. And I was flying around, I got vacuumed, and then I'm flying around again. And we're swatting at them. And finally the guy's like, they're starting to get a little upset. I'm like, so what do you do? Really? Yeah. What I love is he's an animal wrangler. Like, God love him, but he's not an actor. He's like, well, guys, just guide them away. Like, just do this. He's like, if there's one of your arms, just simply guide it. Guide the bees?
Oh, guide you.
Like Sam and Dean.
But of course, just when Jared and I were like, wait a minute, we're really getting screwed here. I protest. Kim Manners goes, all right, somebody grab me an apple box, and walks into the set where everybody else has full bee outfits on except for us. He walks in shorts and a t-shirt, sits down with a handheld monitor in the middle of the bees, and he's like, all right, if you're going to go through it, I'm going to go through it. Let's roll camera. And then both Jared and I were like, well, now we don't have anything to say.
Everybody else is in the suits, like at the end of E.T., where like you barely see the abyss. Are you scuba diving, or are you like rolling camera? Massive wetsuits.
All right, they're pulling us off here, guys. Thank you so much. Now, I have a quick question. How many people new to convention, or to this convention do we have here? That's very cool. It's always nice to see new faces. And
Tell me before I started doing the thing that we have rookies.
All right, well, I hope you enjoy the weekend, and we've got a little bit more for you, so we'll see you a bit later. Thank you.
See you later, guys.